Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. We are just going to jump right in and get started. We did have a couple of jumpers this morning. I feel like this particular situation, a spirit is just kind of pointing out, this is someone that you could have had a 10 of cups with. I feel like perhaps at one point there was emotional fulfillment in this situation, or, which I feel is more likely, it was the opportunity to have emotional fulfillment. And I feel like both of you actually seen that within each other. There was some sort of a disagreement here in the past. I feel like that caused an end to this situation. Could have been harsh words. Could have been thoughts in the mind that created hostility. Because this card is in reverse also, I feel like there could have been untruths in this situation that led to the downfall of this potential 10 of cups. And I feel like whoever this person is, they're standing in this Two of Swords energy. They're having a hard time making a decision either how to come back around or whether or not to just leave it. It's like, one of two roads. Do I keep trying? Do I keep trying to figure out something new with the information that I already have in my mind about this situation? I feel like this person is having a really hard time mentally letting this go, because I feel like when it comes down to it, they know that they've done something that wasn't quite right in the situation. And I don't know if for a long time they've tried to justify it, but that's just kind of what I'm getting. It's like they tried to justify a certain level of behavior that isn't becoming, right? So I feel like they're kind of at this crossroads with this Two of Swords here, and they're having a hard time figuring out what they could possibly do. I feel like they're realizing the more that they look at it, that they really missed out on having emotional fulfillment with someone, I feel like, who actually really cared. It could have been fear that got in the way, or the fear of not having what someone truly wants, which creates that negative outcome, basically. It's like a self-fulfilled prophecy. So I don't know if more will come out about that, but I feel like if there's a person from the past, and it sounds like that might be your situation, do know that that person is still thinking about you, and it's come back up, I feel like, for this person to think about you as well. All right. So let's see. I feel like this is important. All right. We have the King of Wands. With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so this could be you, or it could be your person. I do feel like, I want to say for the majority of you, I do feel like this is your person, but get in where you fit in. I feel like standing in this energy, this king here, whether masculine or feminine, has decided to stay on their throne. And I kind of hear something along the lines of die on that hill. I don't know if this person maybe was an in and out sort of person back when you dealt with this person. I feel like this is someone you're not in contact with. I do feel like this person has a kind of high and mighty personality. And I feel like there's a bit of arrogance there as well, and I feel like that shines through. I feel like that arrogance and that ego did cause some blocks in forward movement, or in them creating and manifesting what they truly wanted. I don't know if it's kind of like a karma comes back around, is kind of what I'm feeling. I am kind of getting that. So let's see, what else about this person do we want to know? Yeah, well, we know how they see you. Whether masculine or feminine, they see you as a nurturer. So you're someone that listens when they speak, or I don't want to say fawns over them, but in a way, yes. I feel like if this person wasn't feeling well, you would think to buy them some soup or make them some soup, or, you know what I mean? It's just that ultimate nurturer, that really kind, compassionate, loving person, that one who's always there when you need to talk and never complains about, the time that they spend nurturing someone back to health or back to happiness. I feel like that's the type of person I'm talking about here. I do feel like since they've wronged you, I do feel like Spirit is almost putting this person in a holding position. I feel like to let them know where they've gone wrong. I feel like strategically, they know in their mind where they've gone wrong. And I feel like their passion is still trying to create forward movement, but I feel like there's a part of them that knows that whatever they've done to you that wasn't right needs to be righted before the wheel starts turning in their favor again. Yeah, I feel like it's really put a lot of blocks in their situation. I feel like, I don't know if they were just playing with you, trying to get you to chase, trying to get you to kind of maybe bend to their will and what they want versus what you want. Like this person might have said, well, I want to be with you, but I want to date around at the same time. And maybe you were more along the lines of, no, if we're dating, then it's just us, because I don't need all that extra, right? And I don't know if this person was maybe saying yes to what you wanted, but still doing what they wanted, if that makes any sense at all. And I feel like they lost you in the process. Whatever this was, it could be something like that, in the like, is what I hear. So it's like they just weren't, it's like you set your boundaries and they stepped on them. So in whatever way that resonates with you, I feel like it is going to be maybe even vastly different from person to person. But yeah, you've not given them a second opportunity. And I feel like they really thought by now that you would have done that you would have reached out, or you would have extended. I feel like since you've always been that kind, caring, compassionate, loving, nurturing person, and I feel like they know that you have a weak spot for them, or you had a weak spot for them. I feel like you genuinely loved and cared about this person. But I feel like the fact that they just kept doing you wrong or couldn't get it right, I feel like you decided to make a choice that was best for you in this situation. You decided to move in your own direction. And you haven't reached back out, and you haven't offered that extra. No, look. There's no look to, you're not even looking in that direction to kind of create stability anymore, or to create a union between hearts, minds, and in the physical. I feel like this person realizes the fact that things are out of balance. But I don't know if they've realized that they actually have to put in the footwork to change it. It's like, I feel like you've decided that you're not going to invest any more effort or energy into this situation. It's like you're not going to give to a person who doesn't give in return. Or I feel like you've just come to, seeing the truth in your mind that this person is going to do what they want regardless of the way that it hurts your feelings or, crushes your heart. And I feel like you've just decided that you're going to move in a new direction. Yeah, it's like they want to rush in. I feel like a part of this person wants to rush in, but the pride and the ego is so strong with this one. I really do. I'm just going to do it because I feel like this king really deserves to be on his side, because I feel like I hear by any means. So I don't know if they've been trying to get your attention in lower negative ways also, because now they're hurt. They've allowed themselves to be hurt by the fact that you're not giving anymore when they weren't giving in the first place. I know. It truly, truly makes no sense. But in this person's mind, even if I don't give to you, you should still be giving to me. I don't know how that works, but it does in this person's mind. And in this person's reality, yeah. They still want this when it comes down to it. I feel like they never, I want to say never not want. They never didn't want the opportunity. They just wanted to feel like they were the most important one in the situation, because I feel like this person has a lot of lower energies kind of stuck within them. It's like I hear abandonment issues, and it's like I kind of got the scenario that if you want me so badly, you'll never run off with someone else. If I know that you want me so badly that you'll bend your own boundaries to be with me, then you won't leave me when I do something that's not up to your standards, if I make a mistake, or I claim that it's a mistake. See, it's like this person has learned that manipulation tactics get them far with a lot of people. It didn't get them anywhere with you. It literally, the only place it got them is kicked out of the energy. And yeah, I feel like you had made that judgment call already. It's like you decided that you weren't going to allow this person to come back in. Yeah, it's all that Seven of Swords energy in the past, all that sneaky behavior. All of those lies, the deceit, the way that they made you think maybe it was your fault that things went wrong, when in reality, this person really does know the truth. Yeah, they see you shining. They see you doing your own thing. You're stable. I feel like you're gorgeous. You're shining. You've got everything that you need, and maybe even a lot of what you want. And I feel like that really agitates this person, that triggers this person, because they're still waiting for you to nurture them again. And I don't know if they're going to very soon realize that it's not coming back around. Yeah, they're going to feel that burden. They're going to feel the burden of truly losing you. And I feel like in order for them to see where they've truly gone wrong, or to admit it to themselves, I feel like Spirit's trying to get this person to admit to themselves that they wronged you. It's like, it's for this person's growth. I hear ego boost in reverse. It's like this person's had too many people boosting their ego while not calling them out on their BS. And I think, they have a lot of people around them that may co-sign their bullshit. And I feel like you won't do that. Plain and simple, that's what I hear. You're not going to co-sign. It's like you're not going to allow this person to mistreat you and then walk in and out because they're a prize. It's like, if you're a prize, act like a prize. Pull your weight. That's a prize. Someone that comes in as an equal, someone that knows how to give, someone that knows how to receive. It's like, that's what the prize is. So I feel like that reality is going to hit this person. I feel like you've been keeping to yourself, or you've been keeping a lot of your information to yourself. I feel like they can't really find out a lot about what you're doing or who you're seeing. And I feel like that's all for purpose as well. It's for you to keep yourself safe, as well as for this person to really step into that clear knowing that the way that they act and the way that they move is not going to get them the high value person that they want. It's like, if you want that high value person, become that high value person, right? You might not be filthy rich. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about someone who's someone who's the whole package, right? They've got it all. Emotional, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, they've got it all. And I feel like that's what they're dealing with when it comes to you. This person's still stuck in that, it's that devil energy. Now, we do have devil in reverse, so it seems like they might try to break this chain, this pattern. Yeah, they might have to lose a lot with that Nine of Cups in reverse. They might have to lose a lot to really, or Divine might have to withhold a lot from this person to get them to learn this lesson. And then speak a truth. And I feel like this coldness might come from a loss of love. The loss of love of the Queen here. So, yeah. Yeah, look, we've got that finally figuring it out, that truth, that honesty with the self, the mind, and it's getting the mind right. And then we've got that King of Cups in reverse. Now, a lot of people see this card differently. That's fine. The way I am used to getting this King of Cups information is when he's in reverse, he's ready to speak his feelings. So for me, I feel like that's the only way this person is going to come out of this lack, out of this halt, halted movement that divine has kind of put them under. They're in like that in-between energy. And I feel like Spirit's not allowing them to step up onto a new platform to get this Wheel of Fortune going for themselves again until they finish this type of task. It's like they must kind of make amends. Even if it doesn't heal the situation, it might even be just admitting to themselves that they had feelings and this is what they did. It doesn't always necessarily have to mean someone coming back around to explain that to you. I feel like as long as the lesson is learned, but I feel like this person still has feelings for you, and the fact that they're sitting on them and expecting someone to come to them after they've been badly behaved, Spirit's like, something's not right here. So I kind of feel like Spirit's like, if this person really wants it, it's free will. This person could choose to learn the lesson and lose the guy or the girl, or learn the lesson and hit the reverse and go back and fix whatever was broken. It's like there might be a kind and compassionate person waiting to hear them out. And I feel like that could be your energy. I feel like, yeah, there could be a death in reverse moment where you rebirth this situation, but it's going to take an emotional truth, and an honest emotional truth at that, to get this to come back. It's like where you are now with your decision is that the door is not open, unless this person comes correct. So I feel like, you'll decide whether or not you're going to allow this person back in. I know a lot of people get upset when they hear, oh, the past, and I don't want the past. Well, that's fine. I feel like don't shoot the messenger. Spirit only allows me to give these messages so you know what's a possibility for you. You can either take it or shut the door on it. It is truly up to you. Yes, at any time, it is completely up to you. Okay, let's see what we have. What do we want? Yes. Yes. Oh, this one. Okay. All right, let's see what we've got. Oh. Readiness. Okay, what are we ready about? Donation, pray, religion. Oh. Maybe someone is trying to connect to religion or spirituality. Maybe somebody feels ready to explore. They might actually be coming towards you. If you have that spiritual air about yourself, or maybe spirituality is something that you talk about, someone might be coming to you to ask your personal views on something. Maybe they're looking to adopt a religion or kind of come into spirituality, and they're looking for someone who might be gentle with them as they're ready to learn. I feel like a lot of things in this person's life have really gotten to that overload point where they just feel maybe a bit of exhaustion, overwhelmed. I hear overwhelmed and underwhelmed. It's like underwhelmed with life and overwhelmed with things is kind of what I'm getting. I don't know if they've been sort of blind to religion, or religion kind of felt awkward in the past. Maybe it's not something they grew up with. Spirituality. I feel like they might actually be looking at it as it could be a new adventure. And we have promise. So confirmation, assurance, and responsibility. Maybe there is someone that they're into that is more spiritual and they want to know more so they can connect with this person. That could also be it. Yeah, they're kind of looking for a coach. They're kind of looking for someone that has knowledge in this. And I do feel like this is a spiritual thing. And I want to say they wouldn't be wrong if they came to you for knowledge about it. I feel like if you're here and you're listening, you have something. You have something of great value to offer. I feel like you don't just come to these types of readings and things like this on YouTube if you don't have that really gorgeous connection, or you aren't growing that gorgeous connection, right? So I don't feel like this person would be wrong in coming to you. Stop, break, pause, yeah. I feel like there's stagnation here, and I feel like in this person's life, maybe they haven't had luck with relationships, and maybe that's just like another thing that they think maybe spirituality might help them with, or religion. I don't know if they feel like they're kind of, okay, so I'm kind of getting that life kind of feels this way, like they feel like they're confined in life. But at the same time, committing to things, I feel like does kind of feel like, I want to say, a prison sentence to this person. So I don't know if like religion felt like maybe like a locked in thing, and maybe it felt uncomfortable. Perhaps this person had a previous battle with religion that it's like maybe they were involved in something or raised in a certain way that didn't suit them, or they didn't feel comfortable with it, or they didn't really have share the same belief system as maybe those around them. Maybe they had to be really strategic about things that they spoke about or how they spoke about it. So I feel like whatever the case may be, I feel like coming back into this may be a touchy thing, but I feel like this person's ready to make changes. So it's like they want to find something that's more, I want to say, tailored to themselves, something that doesn't feel suffocating or harmful. I feel like they're looking for healthy spirituality. It's like, what's going to suit me? Maybe they're hoping that you might have an avenue for them to run down, or an idea. They're just looking for an ally in this situation. They have a goal, or many goals that they're trying to, so they want to learn. Yeah, they want to live and they want to learn. This person could be suffering from some sort of illness and is looking to spiritually soothe themselves, as well as, you know, doctor's appointments and all the necessary things. Or maybe someone close to them is suffering from an illness. And I do hear grave illness, so that could be for some as well. And now they're looking to adopt something where they can really connect and feel like they can help this person or help themselves in a spiritual way. So I am kind of getting, it's just someone wanting to reach out, and they're looking at you as if you might have an idea or a clue even. I feel like they maybe see you as someone who is very caring, nurturing, very supportive. I saw saving, and I heard they've been saving you in their back pocket for when they truly need it. It's like, I don't know if they recognize you in a certain way, or they see your truth, or they see that you live your truth and it works for you, and maybe they're wondering if whatever it is might work for them. Is kind of, yeah, they're just looking for help, and maybe a little good luck to go along with it. They might be trying to manifest really good things. They might be trying to, it might be in all areas. Maybe they're trying to manifest some money into their lives, or some great amount of abundance, right? Those coins are kind of big. So, yeah, okay, so it might be against what their friends believe or what their family believes. There may be people protesting, maybe your belief system that they're looking to explore, or they're looking to, this person may even be interested in you specifically. I am kind of getting that maybe that's something that they would hide for the time being until they really had a chance to get to know you and what you're about and what your spiritual practices are, or your religious practices. I don't know. You could have something that's more alternative. You could practice magic. You could, or just be religious in a certain way that they've not experienced before. Okay. But I feel like they're looking for your friendship, but I do feel like friends and family might protest if they knew this person was coming towards you. I feel like there's a difference in belief systems that may cause a bit of havoc. But I feel like they see this goodness in you. They see the morality in you and the way that you are. I feel like you must be kind, nurturing, helpful, loving, compassionate. And I feel like no matter what your belief system is, I feel like it works for you, and this person very clearly recognizes that. And even if it's going to cause a bit of an uproar, maybe from certain people, they're really looking to make a compromise. I feel like this person really likes you, to be honest. I feel like this person's really interested in you, but they want to get to know you on a deeper level, to make sure that what they're seeing is true. And then eventually I feel like they kind of want to work you into the fabric of their life here. I feel like they want to kind of cool both sides out. I feel like this person is a lot like you. But I feel like they're curious about you. Whatever it is that you do, you shine for it. And I feel like you've grown from it. And I feel like maybe you're inspiring to this person in some way. And that's why they keep thinking, well, you know what? I feel like they tried to forget about you, this person, or they tried to keep their distance from you. Like I said, kept in your back pocket, and that keeps on kind of coming back. I kind of feel like this person wanted to kind of keep you at arm's distance, but kind of keep you within sight, because you do inspire them. You inspire them to be the best version of themselves, or you inspire them to do the work for themselves, or you've shown them a different avenue that they can run down in their mind when it comes to maybe spirituality or the way that the world sees things. I feel like the way that you see things, collective, is really beautiful. And I feel like maybe you do share bits and pieces of that with the world. I feel like you're inspiring someone who is just a little different from you, but I feel like at the core, not different at all. I feel like same core things: a truth, honesty, love, compassion, kindness, helpfulness. I feel like all of those very core things, I feel like, are very much the same in you and this person. They're just hoping they don't have a natural disaster come through their life, that comes with this, because they may have some really stubborn people on their side, and maybe they've been withdrawing for a long time. Maybe they wanted someone to say, hey, it's okay if you want to go in that direction. But I feel like they're the only ones that's going to be able to give themselves the okay. I feel like they're lonely. This person may be lonely without you in their life. Yeah. There might be an apology that comes along with this. They may be a little stressed. Could be some fear. But I feel like this person has been persevering. They may have nightmares over this. Something about bullies as well. They could have had people on their side bullying you. But I feel like they daydream about being with you, but they hesitate. They feel like you're the gift. Okay. I feel like you put this person in a really relaxed state. Now, I am seeing curse here, so I don't know if I am getting the feeling that some of you could practice witchcraft, or have a very eclectic type spiritual stance. So maybe you pull from everywhere. I am getting that for some. So if that's not you, discard that. That's for someone else. Don't pick it up if it's not for you. But I do feel like maybe they tell this person that you could curse them or curse their family, or I don't know if they're just trying to put fear in the situation, or there are people operating out of fear that have been trying to hold this person back. Whatever the case may be, I do feel like this person could be coming towards you very soon. And I feel like initially, I feel like it's all going to be about wanting to know more about spirituality. And I hear the door is always open. And I feel like this person knows that when it comes to you, that you're very kind and you're nurturing. And if someone needs help, the door is always open. And I feel like they truly feel that when it comes to you. I feel like that's such a beautiful thing, and maybe something that they haven't seen out there before. I feel like you're really special and you stand out to this person. I am going to pull from here. Okay, let's see what else we have. That one was really interesting. I like that second story, though. Let's see. Shadow side, moon, dark night. Somebody could be going through that. Yeah, awakening. All right, we have some going through an awakening. You don't have to be new on the path to go through awakening. Actually, when you've been on the path for a while, you can still go through awakenings. And I don't think it ever truly ends when you're on the spiritual path. After you have your first awakening, we kind of go through shadow periods, and I feel like we're in a shadow period of the moon as well right now. So that could be part of the energetic. It could be bringing up old emotions. You could also be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Don't have to be, but it is there, so I'm going to spit it out. Could be a fire sign as well, Sag, Leo, and an Aries. So there's passion here with a depth of emotion. And a lot of times when we jump into that shadow aspect of self, we have to really dive deep and swim deep. And I feel like we have to go down to pull things up from the roots while we're healing. And I feel like there could be something, a divine detour that maybe this lightning strike could simply be spirit saying, now's the time. Now's the time. This person has to dive deep. They have to pull this up. Yeah, toxicity bound. I feel like you're stuck in a comfort zone. Maybe you've been closed off or guarded. Yeah, look, open in reverse. I feel like Spirit's saying, if you don't go down and dive deep and heal these emotional wounds that you've been carrying, your passion's been in reverse. Your new beginning is in reverse because you haven't been able to dive deep for yourself. So Spirit is saying, we got to kick this person out of their comfort zone. We got to hit them with that divine intervention, and then hopefully turn this in the upright so they can be open to receive when good energy comes in. It's like they're readying you for something more, a new platform of existence, a new energy. This could look in the physical very much like a new relationship. And what Spirit is trying to have you do is not carry your big bag full of junk into the next situation with someone who doesn't deserve to help you carry your junk, right? So I feel like Spirit is just saying it's time to, yeah, look, this could be a really great commitment coming in. Like I said, I feel like that's what it's going to look like in the physical. In the spiritual, there's a whole bunch going on. But in the physical, it's going to look like you having a rough, maybe, I want to say a couple weeks. So it could be a rough 2 weeks while you're pulling up things or having, just days where you sit down and you cry. You might not even know where it's actually coming from, but there's this sense of release. You could be definitely working with Spirit through dream state. You could have nightmares or really dark dreams. Fears could be bubbling up to the surface. This shadow period that you're going through right now is super important. It is, in fact, readying you to grow through love. So sometimes we have to go through the pain and, wade through the muck to get to the really good things. It's like that's what makes it all worthwhile. And Spirit's trying to allow you to work with them so you can get rid of all this stuff that you're carrying that isn't going to help you in your next phase. It's like it's not necessary anymore. The only thing that you need to keep from your past are the lessons and the understanding, not the pain. So it's like, yes, I remember what I went through, but no, I don't harbor any hatred or any fear or any low-lying toxicity from the past, but I understand it and it grew me, right? That's kind of what healing looks like, right? And it's not a pretty thing. Sometimes there's ugly crying and tears, and that's okay. That's part of the process. Everybody goes through it. Yeah, they want you to build, I want to kind of put this on its side. It's like, this is what can be had, that solid foundation, that structure and that forming. It's like, that's what they want to set you up into, something really beautiful. So it's just you're releasing. So if you're wondering, I heard somebody say, what the hell is wrong with me? Or what's going wrong with me? This is kind of it. It's like they're helping you get that clarity. I feel like they're helping to open you up to seeing clearly. You may even be having more of a psychic awakening. You may be spiritually connecting to this new person, or it could even be a child as well. You may be dreaming about a child and one that's not yours. And it could be your person's child that you're dreaming of. Their little soul could be calling out to yours as well. It's very specific. That's not for everyone, but it will be for someone. Externally, you could be looking like you're living a normal everyday 3D life, you know, going out with friends, having drinks, working, taking care of all your responsibilities and, you know, cleaning your house or your apartment and washing your clothes and folding them up and putting them away just like anybody else. But I feel like the repression and the regret from past experiences has to be pulled up and dealt with. Whether you're masculine or feminine, I do have to say that. I'm being urged. So, yeah. Confusion, illusion. We have illusion in the reverse, and I heard it in the upright while I was saying in the reverse. So it's like the illusions, you need to break down the illusions. We need to take off the rose-colored glasses. We need to see things as they are. We need to even look at the role that we've played in situations in our past and be honest with ourselves that we added to the situation in some way, shape, or form, right? It's all about the truth that creates the change and the courage to admit our shortcomings as well. Nobody's perfect in the situation, and carrying an air of perfection into the next stage of your life here is going to be maybe just a touch too much ego to allow this beauty to unfold for you in the right way. So it's like a healthy amount of ego is okay, but there is a level of toxicity that needs to kind of fall away, right? And this is the alchemy and the cosmic purpose that's coming through. Expectations, they want your self-worth to rise. It's like spirit's expectations. They want to see you thrive. They want to see you happy. They want to see you experiencing life again. They want to see you really make forward movement and some not just moves for yourself, but taking others into consideration as well. I feel like there'll be new people to keep in mind as you're making new decisions for yourself, but you're going to see the beauty of yourself, whether you're perfectly imperfect or not. Okay. And I feel like that's what this may have been a long time coming. You may have been struggling or kind of dealing with maybe with guilt or self-sabotage since maybe the autumn. I don't know if something happened where there was like some type of key turn. I feel like this could have been a long time coming, dealing with fears. We want to put those fears to bed is what I heard. So so spirit was in reverse and I heard put it in the upright and then I heard no, put it in the reverse. What I'm kind of getting from that is not spirit trying to confuse me, which happens easily, but no, that's not it. They want you to open the doorway to allow them to assist you. You can say, Spirit, please help me, or Divine, please help me. Just opening up those doors, you can call on angels. Call on Archangel Michael. You need to cut your cords. You need to just start working with your mental, physical, spiritual upkeep, right? So just being in a state of allowance and allowing spirit to come in and assist you, and knowing that will create movement even quicker in your life. It's like, there's a difference between being open and just allowing things to come as they do, or opening up and inviting in and creating an open doorway for spirit to come in to help. That's actively reaching for, and that creates even faster movement. So if you want to get through this as fast as you possibly can, you know, there is that it's in its own timing thing as well in the physical, but if you want to really speed up this process to, you know, as fast as it can possibly go, because let's face it, this is a spiritual process, so it does take time. But if you're actively seeking and opening that doorway, you're going to have a quicker process than most, right? So that's what Spirit is saying. It's like they have a lot of good things waiting for you along the outskirts of this, but you have to do the healing work. Yeah, and I hear denial and admittal. So it's like between admitting and denying, that's where the ego is sitting. So that will make sense for whoever that's for. That needs to kind of be broken down so you can have something that's true and committed and something that's emotionally and spiritually fulfilling. You know, I feel like in the physical, I feel like that's not so hard to grab onto, the physical fulfillment, right? But emotionally, I feel like that's something. Do I want this? Yeah, we could do maybe like a couple of these and we'll see. All right, Spirit, what do we have for this gorgeous collective? Oh, I can't wait until this cold is over. We are almost there, I'm pretty sure. All right, so we have running, but we had it in reverse. Do I want to leave it in reverse? I hear yes. And we have eclipse also in reverse. So we have spirit. Oh, no, we have sprint towards the target and a moment of darkness. All right, someone might be coming out of a moment of darkness, but it's not something you're running out of. Okay, I'm seeing a tether. So this could be someone who's coming out of part of an ascension process. So yeah, I feel like you were very cooperative. You were good and important and you paid attention. I feel like you might have been passionate about creating new in your life. I feel like Spirit is congratulating someone for actually putting the work in when it comes to this spiritual awakening. Some of you could definitely be coming out on the other side of it. Yeah, on the flip side, another perspective of the sun. Yeah, I feel like with that sun type of energy, look at that, rebirth and glitter. I feel like you broke through maybe a couple illusions. You've been very disciplined with yourself. You found healthy outlets. You've climbed mountains. And I feel like now Spirit's allowing you to go off in search of what you want with this power that you have. I feel like no more confusion in this situation. I feel like straight courage, hope, and a collision course with what's right for you. I feel like you're on the precipice of stepping into the new in a really big, beautiful, and powerful way. Excuse me one second. Ah, dry throat. I feel like Spirit is really congratulating you. Really gorgeous energy. Love that. Okay. All right. I think that's where we're going to stop today. And we'll come to that other deck tomorrow. All right. We'll do some letters. So letters and numbers, your initials, their initials. I hear someone berating themselves in the background. It sounds like a masculine energy. And they're saying, I'm this, I'm that, I'm a little this, I'm a little B is what I heard. And I don't know why this person does that to themselves. I kind of get this as someone who maybe needs to step through and grow. They may be coming into that dark night or dealing with a dark night coming. Just know that these past 2 readings are for you. If that resonates for you and you're berating yourself and you would say something like that about yourself, just know that that's what's coming through. You're going to be stepping into something really big and beautiful. And I heard, yeah, when I'm 80, I'll get married. No. I kind of feel like Spirit's just kind of laughing like, no, your plan for you is a lot bigger than you think. And I feel like Spirit's going to help you get through this. And I feel like the ego death that's coming, and it's not the whole of the ego. It's just the parts that stop the forward movement, right? Spirit wants you to believe in yourself, but you don't have to be arrogant about it. So that's kind of what I'm getting. And the ego does protect, right? So we want to keep that intact. Okay. So Spirit was saying that the last 2 stories are for you. And you're going to get to a really beautiful place. You'll look back in a few years from now and you're just going to be overwhelmed with how far that you've come as a person. And I feel like you're going to be really proud of yourself in a really great way. Okay, that's for who it's for. Whoever it's for, you'll know if it's for you. You'll feel it. Okay. I hear Mira or Micah. I hear D. I hear Deanne as well. I hear Zoe. And I hear the nickname Z. The number 8 could be significant. Oh, wow. My lamp is flickering. Okay. I feel like that's it for now. If you see yours, then that's for you. All right. Let's see. Z1DGRDHEMWN and 80. 80 could be a very specific number for someone, maybe an angel number for someone. All right, what do we have here? Okay. Monster House. Transformation. I hear a new web. Creating peace and protection. Okay, some of you could be making a move. You might be making a move to be closer to a soulmate. Very specific message that I'm getting. I feel like whoever this is has been in a situation or was in a situation that was pretty toxic. And it could have been with an old partner. Doesn't have to be. Just could have been with family. And the dynamic itself was very toxic. I feel like there's kind of an escape from that. There's a transformation and a new place to stay. And one that I feel like one that you can stay in. I hear you can stick to it and it's fine. It's like you're safe there on that web is what I hear. And then we have peace and protection and spirituality kind of all mixed in here. And then we have the soulmate. So I feel like you might be moving with a soulmate or closer to a soulmate. And maybe that's a soft place to land is kind of what I'm hearing. Yeah. That is what I have for you all today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.